Hello, everyone. This is BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Hey, and today I am here with my friend Robin Shimizu. She is going to talk to us about happy, healthy habits with Robin Shimizu. She's here every Thursday, and we are always excited when you're in the house, Robin, because we know we're going to learn something that's going to help us improve our health. And you can't keep your wealth if you don't have your health. So, this is important to everyone, entrepreneurs and all of us who are trying to navigate this world. So we look forward to Thursdays because we know we're going to learn something that's cost effective and that can be applied to our lives. I just want to say this before we get started, guys. I hope you all have your pencils and your pens because you're going to want to take notes. You're going to want to take notes. I have my iPad and my pencil, and I am ready, 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 ready. So with that, I want to remind everybody we're here Monday through Friday. And so tomorrow we're going to be talking tech in English. So don't forget to tune in. We'll have Terry Johnson online all the way from New York City. We'll have Dr. Tachi from Florida from Mediascope. Francine will be in the house from Sacramento, our tech diva, and I'll be there to orchestrate it all and to interpret in case you guys don't know the language because I'm not the techie person. So with that, we want to get started. How you doing this morning, Robin?
Doing just fine. We sound a little garbled. Do you feel like you sound okay?
I feel like oh
You
no, I
sound
have an echo. And
yeah.
maybe
There's
my computer's up too high. Let me turn my volume down a little. Okay, is that better?
about the same.
Okay, so I'm going to go out and come back in and
Okay.
see if that improves things. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Is that any better?
Nope. About the
No,
same.
that's
You
really
think it's me?
strange.
Maybe it's me. I'll turn mine down. Okay. Well, one of
Yeah,
the things we
that is
started.
better.
Is it better? Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Um. So
What are
I've
we
been
talking
sort of
about? What's our topic today?
well. We are going to talk about the biggest health and wellness trends for 2022. We started talking about it last week, and I found another article that I liked about the same topic.
Uh-huh.
This one is more focused on health. Um, so it's an interesting article because they give us a lot of statistics. So there are 7 things that they are saying are the biggest trends in health and wellness. This is an article by a woman named Nicola Elliott with Health Lifestyle Publication.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying that the biggest health trends to adopt in 2022 is to improve your gut health. Now, we
Oh.
have so many coaches that can teach us about our gut health, and maybe what we'll do is, I was thinking about bringing people on to talk about these trends as the year goes on. So, Maureen Stevenson, for instance, and Linda
Maureen is
Mullins.
all about gut health.
Mm-hmm, right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking, I'm going to ask them to come on the show and talk about it. They were saying that in searches in Google, 83% of the searches in Google were for gut health, and 60%
Wow.
of the searches in Google were about gut brain axis. The gut brain axis, which is
Wow.
another thing that Maureen always talks about. So I thought that was kind of cool. We have at our fingertips people that can help us with our gut health
Who
and
knew that that was going to be such a big thing?
right. And
Wow.
she's saying that we got to get rid of all of the processed foods that we eat and just to eat a very very healthy um,
Mm.
healthy diet. And if you bottom line is, eat fresh and whole, and and just be more mindful about what
Yes.
we're eating. But but we'll
And
have somebody
drinking.
come on and talk, and drink your water, right?
Yep. So I'm filling up my water. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she says just include a lot of whole foods, fruit and vegetables, and whole grains. Just and we're going to start. I guess the processed foods and are highly, well, they're high in additives and preservatives, and they can disrupt the healthy bacteria in your gut. So she
Oh,
said the most important thing is to stay away from prepared foods. Um,
okay.
okay, and the second
In
one,
other words, we need to cook. Start cooking.
yeah, or eat raw.
Mm-hmm.
um, so lead an eco-friendlier life. Now, Brenna would love this. When I was reading this article, I thought, oh man, that's Brenna. Oh man, that's Maureen. That's Lennis. So kind of cool, right?
Isn't that amazing that we already have tapped into these resources and we are bringing them to you every week?
Right. So leading an eco-friendlier life. Okay, so this is amazing. 418% increase in searches in Google for climate anxiety, and 238% increase on eco anxiety. So people are anxious about climate and climate change, and
You
we're
know,
getting anxious about it.
I think because if you don't have someone in your immediate um circle who is talking about this, you
Mhm.
don't realize what magnitude it has on a global level. And yesterday, I'm gonna turn my volume down. Yesterday, I was watching a program called Africa Modern, and there was a woman in South Africa who was making T-shirts, and 65% of the fabric was made from recycled plastic bottles.
Wow.
65%, because they are really, really concerned about climate change and the things that are happening with the oceans, and how we're polluting things. And I think this is much bigger than we realize. One of the reasons why we don't realize it is because we export a lot of our trash,
Mhm.
but those countries are getting tired of taking our trash.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So now the question becomes, are we going to get on board with this thing or what? But
Right.
just the fact that so many searches are going on, and then you have some actual places where they're losing 2 feet a year, and they're just a little island. They can't to lose 2 feet a year. So I think
Yeah.
all of that is important, and that's probably why we see the searches going up.
Well, Brenna was way before her time in this, and they were saying that just make sure that in our daily habits that
Hmm.
we make, just small changes and try to live a greener and healthier life in that way, in terms of recycling and choosing to buy local, buy seasonal foods where possible, reduce food waste by planning your meals a little bit more efficiently, things
Hmm.
like that, just to be more mindful about your waste and how much waste we're creating in
Wow.
our own households.
Yes,
Isn't that cool?
that
So,
is really
Brana,
good.
our resident expert on that. And so the third one is 84% of the searches in Google were to boost the immune system. Now that makes sense, doesn't it, with the pandemic and everything going on?
Absolutely.
60%
Absolutely.
increase in searches for low immune system, and
Hmm.
50% increases in Google for strengthening your immune
Hmm.
system. So we have, again, we have so many people that can help us with these things. And so they're saying that strong immune system isn't something that you can develop overnight. And so instead of boosting your health and fitness in the weeks leading up to the anticipated event, it just makes a big, huge difference if you just work toward it little by little.
Mm-hmm.
And starting your by eating a more varied diet, sleeping well, getting your daily dose of vitamin D, practicing regular hand washing, just things that we know make sense. But again, just to be more aware that
Mm-hmm.
we
How many people, if you are taking vitamins on a daily basis, can you put a one in the chat? Because I'm like, I have vitamins, and many a day I walk by that counter and forget to take them. I, d-
Mhm,
they're in my face. I put them in
mhm.
my face. What is going on with that? Ah,
Yeah, and
because you
we don't
mentioned
like
that
to take
vitamin
pills,
D, huh?
huh?
You
I don't
mentioned that.
like to take pills. I don't like to take
And maybe
capsules and
that's
things like that.
it.
It's a struggle for me to take my supplements.
And maybe that's it. And I'm sure that we need vitamin D because we cut down on the amount of time we spend outdoors these last few years, and we may have some deficiencies. Mm, wow.
If we do what Linda says and get out there 15 minutes at a stretch, just go out and for 15 minutes, a couple of times a day. She says,
And
you'll get your vitamin D that way.
Cecilia says, I put my supplements in along with my medication that I take morning and night. Oh, see, and I don't have medication. I'm not on medication, and so I don't have a routine. You know what I mean? But I need to make it a routine, Cecilia, so that I don't, forgo the opportunity to keep my immune system built up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That is one thing that I am taking that supplement for boosting my immune system. I and Well, part of it is, because I have to stay as healthy as possible and not, bring home anything here. But, you know, nobody wants to get sick.
No, we're not trying to do
And,
that.
anyway. So, yeah, boosting the immune system was huge in terms of the Google searches. Okay. And the fourth one was incorporate mindfulness into your
Jill
exercise program.
and Jill is in the house. She says, "Good morning. How you doing, Jill?" Yeah, so you're about to talk about something that she's interested in.
That's right. So, incorporating mindfulness into your exercise program. So, the stats are 80% increase in searches in Google for mindful moving, 53% increase in searches in Google for mindful exercise, and 23% increase in searches in Google for mindful running. Isn't that interesting? So, Dr. Rogers, who helps us with mindfulness, as does
Mhm.
Dr. Jackson and Jill. It's they're they're ahead of the trend.
Yes.
Mindful
Yeah.
regular exercise can boost your mood, relieve stress, reduce anxiety. That's because of feel good chemicals such as serotonin are released in the body while we exercise. So, a great
Mhm.
example of combining mindfulness and exercise is through mindful running when you're mentally connected with your movements and avoid any distractions. And one of the things that I'm doing is I'm taking strength training or strength exercise with a coach, and she tells us through the entire hour that we're together. It's a coach for women that are over the age of 40 or something, 50 maybe, yeah, 50. Anyway, she tells us, okay, feel your muscles, she wants us to really concentrate on how our body feels, the right side versus the left side and things like that. So it's interesting to work out with her because it's more about don't do it if it hurts. So it is, I think, in a sense, she's teaching us mindful exercise because she's teaching us how to pay attention to our individual muscles, and we talk about individual muscles and which ones we're working out. So I really um am kind of cool. I feel like that's kind of cool because I'm already doing that, and I um, didn't realize it. But with a coach, and that's another thing. If you have a coach, it
Mhm.
helps you so much. So Jill's saying yes to mindful movement. So helpful for the nervous system, brain, neuroplasticity, and anxiety.
And then she says, um, less aggressive and frantic movement versus paying attention to breath, feeling the body's response.
Hmm. That's exactly what they're teaching.
And Robin's coach sounds very experienced.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. And and I get sore. I mean, it's not like it's not, it's a good exercise. I mean, it's a good exercise program. I was really sore yesterday. So, and I like that, because I feel like I'm
Hmm.
getting something done. Okay, so the fifth one is track your stress levels. 83% increases in Google for fitness trackers, 80% increase for stress trackers, and
Really?
50% for cortisol levels. So people are really interested in controlling their stress levels or
Well,
dealing with their stress levels.
well, Carlos says this. He says, my body is beating me up for being so active in my early life.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
maybe you can be gentler now, Carlos, in the fourth quarter, as I call it, uh, at this stage or whatever stage you're at, um, with your body by doing these less aggressive movements.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, so with regard to the tracking your stress levels, she says try taking note of any physical or mental stress symptoms such as pain or tension in your body, digestive problems such as nausea or constipation, and an increased heart rate. Emotional
Mm.
signs to look for are irritability, anger, feeling overwhelmed, and racing thoughts. And
Mm.
so, relaxing techniques would be breathing exercise, as Jill would teach us, mindfulness. Um, they can ease any stress or worry that you're feeling. So, you practice these techniques when you're feeling relaxed to start and find out what works best for you, and then you figure out what is the best thing for you. And they also saying exercise outdoors. Oh
Oh,
dear.
okay.
Um,
Your TV came on.
my I think my dog, my grandpuppy, I think she sat on it or something.
On your remote.
Yeah, she's right here.
You think she's trying to tell you something? Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, exercising outdoors has plenty of benefits too, like boosting your mood, improving your self-esteem. So yeah, so controlling our stress levels is really a trend, and we've got tons of coaches that can help us with our stress levels as well.
Okay. Yep. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, this is so good.
Okay, this is one that we hardly ever talk about.
Okay.
We hardly ever talk about drinking, but the sixth one is try mindful drinking. 127% increase in Google for mindful drinking.
What does that mean? I'm
Right?
not sure.
Mindful
Does that mean the
drinking.
glass of wine before bedtime, or does that mean drink more water? What does that mean?
Well, they're just saying that people are paying a lot more attention to looking for a healthier relationship with alcohol,
Ah, okay.
and that they're more aware of why they're drinking and how much they're drinking. And so they were saying there was a surge in drinking in 2021.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, maybe people have gotten a grip. Like maybe I should store up some of that water wine I'm getting from the wine club instead of just sitting here drinking all of it up before the
Yeah,
next.
that's exactly what they're saying is that mindful drinking leads to a healthy relationship with alcohol and less consumption.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so to practice mindful drinking, pause before each drink and ask yourself, why are you drinking?
Hmm.
From asking how it feels to drink this alcohol to if you feel good, all of these simple techniques can improve your relationship with alcohol.
You know, my relationship with alcohol is extremely infrequent, and compared to my youth, hey, it's we're going out to dinner, I'm going to have a glass of wine. I don't do that anymore. And I think it's because I'm aware of how much sugar is in there.
Mhm.
It really does affect my body. So,
Yeah. So, and I think as we get older too, we're just more we're smarter
we're
about,
wiser. Yeah.
yeah, about what how we and then also it's expensive to have a glass of wine at dinner. You
Hmm.
know, you could have an extra salad or something else for that
Well,
same amount of money.
the thing is that I find as I get older, the richer I am because I have less responsibilities in terms of the outgo of my capital. But so it's for me, it's not a matter of expense. It's just a matter of, I
Don't
mean,
want it.
I don't want it. It doesn't. I don't like the way it makes me feel
Hmm.
because it affects, you know,
Hmm.
different parts of our body. Inflammation and different things can occur depending on how much sugar's in the alcohol. And I don't know. But during the pandemic, I didn't engage either. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but if you have had, an uptick, you might want. That's probably why people are Googling that. You know what I mean? Because they gave themselves permission to, oh, you know what? The kids are home. All this change. You know what? I'm having a glass of wine in the middle of the day. I'm cooking, but I'm also drinking, and I do.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
Cecilia says exactly. No relationship with alcohol here. Don't need it to have fun.
Right.
Exactly, Cecilia. I'm feeling you.
Yeah. That's so. There's a reason why we hardly talk about it in BizChicks because we it's not part of our daily life. So
Mm-mm.
yeah. Um, okay, and the last one, the seventh one in this particular article was, and Lawana would love this. Start a mood diary.
Oh my gosh.
88% increase in searches for mood tracker journals. 50% increase in searches in Google for mood journaling in 2021.
Wow. All of this journaling, people make sure if your journal is going to be public, and that means if you leave it laying around, it's subject to be public. Uh, that is something that the things in there you're willing to share. You know what I mean?
Or lock it up.
Yeah, or put it away. Because if you're sharing some really intimate feelings and they're about people who may pick it up and read it, you, it could start some interesting conversations. Uh,
Well, but when I
Period.
journal, but a lot of times when I'm journaling my problems. And
Mhm.
so, and it usually involves other people or whatever. So yeah, I keep my journal on my desk kind of amongst everything else. You can't, it doesn't look, it looks like everybody, it looks like all the other journals that I have on my desk.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't want anybody looking at my journal.
You really don't want to, and I
No.
and I don't think we ever talk about this. That if you're sharing things that you don't want to have a conversation about with other people, then I think you should lock it up or secure it somewhere where it can't be accidentally discovered and read. That's
Yeah.
the worst. That's like your new boyfriend finding letters from your ex. What is this?
So
You
the
see what I
author
mean?
says, she says, keeping a mood journal or emotional journal can be a useful way to get to the root of lingering negative feelings and to increase the positive ones. This allows you to recognize negative emotions and take action to help these feelings, whether it's opening up to a friend, loved one, or a mental professional. Writing your feelings down has shown to reduce your feelings of anxiety and depression.
Or you can have a little talk with Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'll keep it confidential. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow, these are interesting because it shows that as biz chicks, we really are on trend and we are keeping current with what's going on in the industry of health and wellness. And so I just want to congratulate you, Robin, for having such knowledgeable guests who are keeping us on trend. Yes, Cecilia says, Jesus is my therapist, mine too, Cecilia. And it's real cost effective too.
It is.
It is indeed. Oh my goodness. So that is phenomenal. Now, we want you guys to know these seven trends. You want to give us a summary list of the seven trends again, real quick,
Sure.
Robin,
The
please?
first one was to improve your gut health. So with
Mhm.
that, we're going to have Maureen or Linus or somebody, one of our coaches, to help us with that. We talked about gut health years and years ago, Terry. I don't know if you remember when we first started out, we were talking about brain health and gut health and all that stuff. And then we got
Oh,
the
yeah.
experts on, which was really helpful. It's been a while. Um, Boost your immune system. Number 3, incorporate mindfulness into your exercise routine is 4. Track your stress levels is 5. Number 6 is try mindful drinking. And number 7 is start a mood diary. And practically all of them we have a coach. We have to have Lawana talk to us about a mood diary now.
Yes, what is a mood diary? Oh my
So next
gosh.
week we have Dr. Jackson. Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
I'm
is it Dr.
excited.
Jackson next? Yes, I think it is. Tamika Jackson, yes, will be with us next week. And Dr. Jackson is she's a psychologist, a licensed psychologist.
Hmm.
And so she always helps us with a lot of mindfulness. Oh, wait, I have to get rid of
Correct.
something on my screen. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we haven't seen Dr. Jackson in a little while, so it would be good to see her. Um, she she's a licensed psychologist and she practices here in Sacramento. But she's the one who is oh, hang on a second. Post, yeah. Sorry, can you hear
You were
me?
telling us about Dr. Jackson?
Yes. So Dr. Jackson is our licensed psychologist, and she's going to help us with I'm sure some tricks, not tricks, some tips for helping
Yes.
us with our mental health.
Yes. We don't do tricks.
Not tricks, because these are yeah. A lot of her
Okay.
work is around with PTSD and
Mhm.
veterans and recognizing the need for mental health, especially in the Black community.
Wow. Well, we look forward to hearing from Dr. Jackson. She's always
Yes.
a blessing when she comes. And I want you to know that Jill says that this was a great show. And Jill, you're a great contributor. Jill comes often as a result of having been invited by Robin. And we are just always excited when she comes because she helps us woosah.
Calm our chaos.
Yes. So we're looking forward to hearing from Dr. Jackson next week. And thank you so much for helping us stay abreast of the trends for 2022. With that, we want to remind everybody that you are released to go to the front of your own line and run a profitable business that's fun to run. We'll see you tomorrow. We're here every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we love you. So Thank you again, Robin. Bye bye, everyone.